Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Team Noble Night video, and this is going to be kind of like a tournament update. I think we're on episode 6 now. So this time we changed up our strategy since plunder patrol. I had done like a tournament or two, like off camera, as you can see, since I haven't posted one of these videos in like a very, very long time. It was just not really working out that well. So we went more towards a tri-brigade strategy. And that was pretty well for the most part. Kind of had to, I had the core, I at least had one Shurag. I was able to get a second Shurag and a rescue cat at the last minute, but it was still kind of like thrown together. There was like things that were missing. I was able to borrow a AA Zeus, so then on the side I had like a 3-card Zodiac, kind of like, I guess, engine. I don't know. And it's like I could swap that out depending on if I was going second or not. And yeah, so basically the results were I was playing against Eldritch Invoked Dogmatica, I think. No Shadal, it's just Eldritch Invoked Dogmatica, and I won that. I just don't think he knew, like, how to go against tri-brigades all that well. I think that was, like, what he said. But, yeah, no, I win that one. Then our next is Adignister. That one was also very well. I will say luck was on our side because he was able to get out the Dark Infant and get the field spell, but he did not have another Adignister in hand to extend. So, only won, like, that game purely off of luck at the end of it. And then our next game, firstly, I'd like to say that I was at table 1, and it was an honor to be at table 1, because that means you were like the best so far. And I went up against Salamangreats, don't know how to play against Salamangreats still, and I could have pushed to a game 3, but I forgot that Samorg could do its effect on every end phase. So I could have gotten a Nerval and then extended, literally gone into Fairjit, then like literally could have done so much, and I just forget. Because usually Samorg does not stay on the field for more than one turn. So it just slipped my mind. Next game against Drytron. Oh yeah, we did lose the Salamangreat matchup. Sad, and the streak was gone. It would continue to just be gone further. But we did then go up against Drytron, and my deck was actually like stacked with hand traps. I could do a deck profile, but it would honestly be like laughable. But I guess if you are interested in that, just leave like a comment, and I'll do it. It was a 42 card thing, and it's still missing a lot of stuff. I could probably make it a lot more impactful or a lot more stun based at least, because I could just go pure tri-brigade stuff since I don't have the Zeus, and so that'd probably just be the best option. But yeah, and then okay, so Drytron, of course, lost that. There was this really neat interaction where he tried to activate a Nova. I ashed. I think, Herald. I Gamma'd. He ashed, and then I saw him striked. That was like a chain link 7. And to be honest, it was a lot. I should have just let it go through, since like it was too resource heavy to stop one play that he had. Luckily I didn't see no Mystic Minds, I didn't see a single evenly matched. I'm sure some people had him sided, but I did not see any of them. So yeah, but I lost the Drytron match, and besides the chain link 7 or around that, there was no real impactful play that I did. Oh, I did misplay terribly. So I made Almirage in the left extra monster zone. Then I put Crass in the middle monster zone. So what I basically did was block myself out of Link summoning. But then somebody told me later that I could have just used the quick effect of Almirage on Crass to move it out of there, so then I could do something. And I just hate how many times that like I lost or could have gone maybe another game or another turn, but it was user error. but also I have not played Tri-Brigades in like a competitive sense yet. So yeah. But then our last match was actually against Heroes, which I did not know Heroes could OTK so easily. So that was just like ignorance. I also did like a dumb kind of like side thing. It was like one of the water ones. It was like Elemental Hero like frozen or something. And I just know whenever it leaves the field, like in general, it can just destroy all cards in the field. And I remember I did that with Shurag, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna side in Dark Ruler no more, going first. And it was just terrible side, and like realistically, it was just terrible. And for the side deck, it's not much better. Like there was some good stuff. I even like made an Imperial Order, just because this was meant to be like a kind of like Tri-Brigade stun variant. Since it was mostly only focusing on core Tri-Brigade, so it's basically just playing Tri-Brigade up here, which isn't half bad, I'm not gonna lie. I could see, like, against the lower tier decks, it definitely performs and does very well. But it's like, once it gets higher up, in like skill ceiling, it definitely begins to struggle. And that's kind of like that. So I guess with all the time I still have, since like usually those little tournament rundowns are pretty quick, I guess I'll just start talking about some of the stuff I'm excited for like up and coming sets. Flunderies and Dawn of Majesty. I will definitely be opening up probably at least 2 boxes of Dawn of Majesty, just because it seems like the best set so far this year. 2021 Mega 10s, a lot of good stuff. Hopefully gonna pull a Zeus from that. I know Zeus isn't that important of a card, but yeah. Draco Future. Budget players need to be looking out for that card, because it is plummeting in price by the day. Last time I checked, it was like $22.95, after it had been like 28 to like 35, I think, on release date. Probably more like 35. I don't know why I said 28. That was at like a few days ago. But King's Court on the low end, nothing's really shifting around. I do think like mid-tier wise, Joker's Night is the only thing that's really fluctuating, and Imperial Bower I think went up by like $1. The high-end stuff is still all too expensive to even try and mention, you know. And then yeah, I think Burst of Destiny has a lot of interesting things that are going to be coming out. I don't know if I will definitely get a box. I'll say as like somebody who's getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, like for real. Getting at least one of every single like new thing that's coming out, always a good plan. Since like, even if you aren't able to pick up the staples, you'll be able to pick up like trade fodder and stuff. And as long as you have things that people want, and usually they always want the new stuff, then you'll always stay with the groove. I guess that's all I really gotta say. So I'll just see you guys in the next video, and I guess have a good one.